Hi everybody! Today we're going to be talking about fun things that you can do with your hamster. I wanted to give some examples on what you can actually do and show you guys, but honestly I really have not had the time as much as I've wanted since, like I said before, my mother had heart surgery, so I'm still kind of taking care of her and the family, even though it's been a month since her heart surgery. She still needs help. Plus, I still have my hamster maintenance, gecko maintenance, fish maintenance, other family maintenance, and officially turtle maintenance. So I'm kind of busy right now, and I'm hoping that once Austin is born and everybody is, kind of settled down again, hopefully I'll have some time again. But what we're going to be talking about first are mazes. You can kind of make almost like rat-like mazes with just basic household items. Like, for instance, me, I actually have so many books that my daughter used to enjoy, but now most of them have ripped pages and are rather destroyed because she's only 2. Even though she enjoys looking at them, yeah, most of them are destroyed. So what I do with those books is I like to stack them on top of each other so that's too tall for the hamsters to actually climb on, and then I put little obstacles in their way that they can kind of climb on and sniff around, and it's really kind of fun. And then it also is really good for their intelligence, so that they're actually kind of using their little rodent brain versus not really being able to. So that's kind of fun. You can also build it out of containers. You can build it out of pretty much just about anything, as long as you watch them. It can be a temporary maze, it can be a full-blown here's your maze kind of maze, and yeah, it's fun to do those. Also, another thing that you can also do is, like I said, hamsters love cat balls that have like little bells in them, and it's always fun to watch them if you can train them, because I've actually trained my hamsters that when I actually flip the ball, they will actually start chasing it. It's kind of fun. And they also enjoy just kind of chasing it on their own as well, as playing with it and digging and all that kind of stuff and burying it. That's always fun to watch. Other things are you can actually build little houses for them, or little maze-like things that go into their actual cage or little area that they're in. They like to climb all around that. I enjoy just building it mainly out of heavier plastic, mainly from like unused Tupperware bowls and stuff that you can actually get at like thrift stores and stuff, and you just simply cut holes through it, and it's loads of fun that way too. You can build little tubes and stuff that you can put right through that as well, which, once again, a lot of stuff that I actually use is mainly old stuff that doesn't ever get used, or old containers or other things, and I just kind of work with what I have, just because, not necessarily for the recycling purpose as much as it is, well, you save money. And quite frankly, when you have so many animals and a family, it's kind of nice to not pay, through the roof for everything. So, that being said, other things that you can do, which, once again, I wanted to be able to do this outside, but I can't right now because it's still kind of too hot for the hamsters, and lately it's been raining, which isn't good for them either. But on nice days when it's, I'd say obviously below 80, because it gets hot there, and above 68, what I also love to do is, once again, if you have multiple hamsters, one at a time, trust me, it gets very chaotic unless you have multiple people watching the hamsters. What I like to do is I actually like to let them run around outside, and it's a blast watching them go through the grass and smell the grass and even kind of hunt some of the little bugs and stuff in the grass. It's really entertaining. So that's always fun to do. And then also, if you want to just watch them hunt in general, give them mealworms. They're great for not only entertainment, but they're also good for hamsters for protein wise, and it gives them exercise as well as, well, it kind of makes it so that their brain actually works once again, and instead of just letting them run around their cage and their wheel and calling it goods. And it's really fun to watch because you sprinkle a few of those in there, especially if they're older hamsters, not old hamsters, but adult hamsters. A lot of times they'll love to hunt those, and it's really fun for them, and it's really entertaining watching them because they'll dig and destroy their entire bedding just to find the mealworms. One time I actually ended up having an accident where all the lovely mealworms went all over my floor, and so I actually released a couple hamsters and they just went bananas. They absolutely went bananas and started digging through the entire carpet. And what do you know? All the mealworms got eaten and I had no problems. And so that's always fun to do. Don't actually put mealworms in your carpet, trust me. If your hamster happens to miss one, it's gross. Also, another thing that I love to do too is I love to kind of give them new toys, new things to kind of climb on, sniff around, even things that you wouldn't normally think that a hamster would like. Hamsters actually really do like to play, though it's different how they play from like versus a cat or a dog. But you'll notice that they might do certain things that kind of make you wonder, why did they do that? Well, that's because that's actually their version of playing. I have given them stuffed animals, which obviously watch them with them, because you don't want them, to actually eat the stuffing in them or any of the stuffed animal parts to go anywhere and everywhere. And so it's always fun to watch them tear them apart and kind of make not a mess, but just a complete mess of things. So those are always fun to watch them tear them apart. That's pretty much all the stuff that I normally do, where I just give them stuff to entertain them so that they're not just running in their wheel or running around in their cage. It's a lot easier to actually give them stuff to do, and it also can cut down on bar chewing and other annoying habits that they might have, is when they're actually using their brain and they're not bored. So, but that's going to be the end of this video for now, and hopefully in the next coming up weeks I'll have enough videos stocked up so that when obviously Austin comes, I'll actually have some videos to actually keep on for every rest of the week for at least a good month. So if you notice that, there are some things that look different than they are now or otherwise, that would be why. Because obviously I'm kind of swamped as is, and I'm going to be really swamped when he actually gets here. So, with that being said, toodles everyone.